The DEC says that they have never seen anything like this before. In all, 8 unmanned vessels got loose, and you can see the rusty anchor right here behind me. This is actually a packet that they plan to bring to tonight's meeting. It includes photographs of what they say are the current conditions at the city's fire stations. Just the normal hustle and bustle outside of City Hall right now. We're still a few hours away from Eric Hawkins formally being sworn in as the next police chief, but something like waiting for a ceremony isn't exactly slowing him down. Some victims say that this is something that has been decades in the making, happening allegedly right in the capital region. It's all set to get underway in just a few hours. Raniere is accused of operating NXIVM as a sex cult. Well, Nancy Salzman was not given a plea agreement by the government, instead pleading guilty to that initial charge of racketeering conspiracy. While she says what she did was in fact criminal, she also still believes that some of what NXIVM did was for good. I want to show you how big this tree is. I'm about 5'1", so me standing right next to it, you can see that the trunk is clearly bigger than 5'1". And soon you'll be able to actually hear the busy beeping of these trucks as they're trying to prepare. The DOT Salt Garage here in Latham is officially open. It's going to be a very busy day for them.
Going to unscrew the hinges.
Taking computers apart.
It's like not something people, like average people, know.
And putting them back together.
Once you do it a few times, you'll kind of get the hang of it, and it comes naturally.
Students at Oliver Winch Middle School are being put to work. 8th grader Brandon Ferris is busy fixing a cracked screen.
We'll have to then take off this front, almost like a cage that holds it in, and we will take out the screen, and we have new screens on site.
It might come naturally to them, but it's certainly not for everyone.
I watch them open the back of a computer, and for me it's very intimidating, and they go to it without any fear.
And cracked screens are far from the only thing they're fixing.
Battery issues are huge. The mice on the Chromebook get frozen a lot, so we have to just go in and reset the battery.
The South Glens Falls School District issues about 1,600 computers to students. Oliver Winch's Tech Team Junior undergoes training, making sure they can help repair them.
Part of it is done through a Google Classroom, and it's done all on their own in an online format that I set up for them. And the other part, the technical part, they have to demonstrate here.
It's not just the fellow students that they're helping.
I had quite a few times where I've had to explain something to the teacher on how to do something, or to a student.
Above all, they're doing what they enjoy with people they can relate to.
These people, they're amazing, and I like to do hands-on stuff, and it was an extra school activity that I could join in on, so I jumped on the chance to join.
In South Glens Falls, Jaclyn, Cangro, Spectrum News.
It would take the average fire department probably upwards of 2-3 days to actually search that whole thing, where it's 10 minutes.
The state's Division of Homeland Security and Emergency Services looks for certain characteristics when recruiting.
Has a real lot of energy, has an exorbitant amount of energy.
They can't control him, they can't get him to do anything, he just drags them everywhere. That's what we want.
They've also got a keen sense of smell and 4 legs.
To me, they're doing things that most humans won't do, like climbing a ladder like they did, or walking across the bench.
I tell everybody they are irreplaceable, I am replaceable. That's really it. And they're the smart ones at the other end of the leash.
They might look calm now, but the dogs and their handlers undergo constant training, each in a specialized field. Some help to detect accelerants at fire scenes.
These dogs are trained to detect very, very minute quantities, down to about 20 microliters, which is about 1 drop out of an eyedropper.
Others learn to tackle strange surfaces in order to assist in search and rescue.
They literally will go over, through, around, under everything you put in front of them to find that live victim.
Which, of course, I had to try. So in the barrel I went, waiting for Keela to sniff, search, and eventually find me.
It's hide and seek, only they're always it.
They found me.
And if you think about that, there's a lot of people around here and they have to figure out which is the scent I can't see.
And it's not just the dogs doing the rescuing. Each of the canines was rescued themselves. 2-year-old Echo was found locally at the Mohawk Hudson Humane Society.
We save them so they can save New Yorkers.
It's a good opportunity for a dog that may be spending the rest of their life in a shelter someplace.
Dogs finding their purpose just in time to be rewarded by their favorite toy. In Albany, Jaclyn Cangro, Spectrum News.